Have you noticed that some people seem to start dealing with a runny nose, a sore throat, or complete exhaustion the moment the weather changes slightly, while others struggle with a cough that lingers for weeks, no matter how much medicine they take? What is unsettling is that sometimes the cause is not a virus, and not even age, but the very foods you eat every day, believing they are completely harmless. Some foods look ordinary, familiar, and innocent, yet they quietly slow down your immune system day after day, making your body less responsive to bacteria, viruses, and even ongoing inflammation. And what surprises many people most is this: the source of the problem is often not somewhere outside, it is already sitting in your own kitchen. Today, we are going to break down the everyday food groups that may be silently weakening your body's natural defenses, while also showing simple alternatives that can noticeably strengthen immunity through very small changes in daily meals. This is not based on folklore or vague feelings, but on mechanisms science has explained very clearly. What you place on your plate can influence whether white blood cells react quickly or slowly, whether your gut stays balanced or quietly inflamed, and whether the spleen, one of the most important immune organs, works efficiently or becomes overloaded. Think of your immune system as an army on constant duty, 24 hours a day. Within that army, the spleen works like a major logistics center, filtering blood, trapping abnormal cells, storing white blood cells, and releasing them when the body needs to respond. But when inflammatory foods keep entering your body every day, that army does not collapse overnight. It simply becomes slower, weaker, and less precise. That is when you begin to feel like you are always slightly tired, easily catch colds, or never fully recover. The encouraging part is that changing just a few things on the table can shift that process surprisingly fast. Part 1. Sugar, the thing that slows down white blood cells. If one thing has to be chosen as the fastest way to weaken immune advantage, it is added sugar. And not only candy or soda, it also includes seemingly harmless coffee drinks, fruit yogurts, soft afternoon pastries, and even healthy products filled with hidden syrups. What makes sugar dangerous is that it rarely causes discomfort immediately. It usually gives a short burst of alertness and pleasure. Then the body begins paying the price quietly afterward. When blood sugar rises rapidly, white blood cells, the cells responsible for identifying and destroying pathogens, become noticeably less effective. In other words, for several hours after a high sugar meal, your immune defense reacts more slowly than normal. It is like soldiers still present on the field, but slower, distracted, and less accurate. At the same time, sugar fuels silent inflammation inside the body, the kind of inflammation that does not create obvious pain, but constantly drains energy because the body keeps trying to put out small internal fires. Even worse, sugar feeds harmful gut bacteria, and your gut contains a large part of your immune system. Once that microbial balance shifts, your immune protection shifts with it. A better solution is not eliminating sweetness completely, but replacing it with fruits that carry real immune value: blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. These small fruits bring antioxidants that help protect cells from inflammatory damage while still providing sweetness without sending blood sugar sharply upward. And if you think vitamin C only comes from oranges, there is something interesting. Red bell peppers contain significantly more vitamin C than oranges. Just a few slices each day can sometimes offer more immune value than a drink you assumed was harmless. Part 2. Precast foods. When your body has to defend itself from its own meal, The next group appears so often that people almost forget how much pressure it places on the immune system: ultra-processed and fried foods. It may be a frozen dinner for convenience, a snack bag between meals, packaged cookies, a quick burger, or a plate of fries many assume is harmless comfort food. What makes this category dangerous is not how it feels while eating, because these foods are usually flavorful, satisfying, and instantly rewarding, but how much your body must handle afterward. Unhealthy fats, excess salt, additives, preservatives, and compounds created during high-temperature cooking. When oils are reheated repeatedly, or food is baked and fried at very high heat, the body also absorbs compounds called advanced glycation end products. These do not create discomfort immediately, but they are strongly associated with long-term inflammation and accelerated tissue aging. Put simply, if your immune system is trying to maintain internal order, these compounds act like constant small fires appearing in many places at once, forcing the body to keep extinguishing them instead of focusing on actual viruses or bacteria. This also directly affects the gut. Intestinal lining, exposed repeatedly to processed food, becomes more sensitive, and its protective barrier weakens, allowing particles that should remain contained to pass more easily into the bloodstream. When this continues over time, the body stays in a low-grade alert state almost all day, which explains why some people who do not overeat still feel easily fatigued, prone to sore throats, or slow to recover after minor illness. The strongest correction here is adding fats that calm inflammation instead of feeding it. Fatty fish, such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines, contain omega-3 fatty acids, which many studies associate with more efficient white blood cell activity and reduced silent inflammation. If processed food acts like an arsonist, omega-3s work like firefighters arriving at the right moment. If fish is not part of your habit, a handful of almonds or sunflower seeds can still make a significant difference. They provide vitamin E and selenium, two nutrients the immune system relies on to stay stable under daily stress. Sometimes, the most meaningful change is not adding expensive foods, but replacing one salty afternoon snack with something your body truly knows how to use. Part 3. Refined carbohydrates. Why you feel low on energy soon after eating. There is one food group that appears almost every day, yet is rarely suspected of weakening immunity: refined carbohydrates. A slice of white bread in the morning, a large bowl of white rice at lunch, white noodles, boxed cookies, or baked foods made from refined flour, all so familiar that many people see them as the normal foundation of a meal. But the issue is this: once grains are refined, the most valuable parts are removed before they ever enter your body. Bran, germ, fiber, and many vitamins are stripped away, leaving mostly fast-absorbing starch. What happens afterward resembles sugar. Blood glucose rises quickly, insulin must respond strongly, and energy drops sooner than expected. These fluctuations explain why many people feel tired again shortly after eating, mentally slower, or hungry again within a few hours, despite having had what looked like a complete meal. When this repeats day after day, the immune system cannot function at full strength because its energy supply becomes unstable. Refined starches also directly affect gut bacteria. Beneficial microbes rely on fiber, but white bread and white noodles provide almost none. Without proper fuel, good bacteria weaken, while silent inflammation tends to rise. And because the gut supports much of immune activity, every shift there affects the body's overall defense. The stronger choice is not removing carbohydrates entirely, but switching to more intact forms: oatmeal, brown rice, quinoa, lentils, and chickpeas. These digest more slowly, stabilize blood sugar, and most importantly, supply fiber, exactly what beneficial gut bacteria need. A bowl of oatmeal with fruit in the morning can often create a greater difference than simply adding vitamins, because you are rebuilding immune strength at the point where nutrition first enters the body. Part 4. The evening drink that may be quietly weakening your immune stem. When people think about immunity, they often focus on what they eat, but fewer notice that what slows immunity down may sometimes be sitting in the evening glass instead of on the plate. A small glass of wine after dinner, a beer to relax, or drinking several times a week often feels perfectly normal. The pleasant effect of alcohol makes many believe it mainly harms the liver only when consumed heavily, but the immune system reacts much earlier than most people realize. Once alcohol enters the body, certain immune cell functions begin slowing down. Natural barriers in the gut and respiratory tract, where the body blocks bacteria and viruses from entering, also become less reliable. This matters because many lingering colds are not caused by stronger viruses, but by weakened first-line defenses before viruses even arrive. Alcohol also disrupts gut microbiota, reducing beneficial bacteria and increasing inflammatory conditions. And one effect many people overlook: it shortens deep sleep. You may fall asleep faster after drinking, but the deep stages of sleep, when tissue repair and immune cell regeneration happen, become reduced. That is why some people sleep enough hours yet still wake up feeling heavy, tired, and not fully restored. The strongest replacement is not a complicated product, but proper hydration. Water helps the lymphatic system move white blood cells efficiently throughout the body. Even mild dehydration slows this process noticeably. If you want added antioxidant support, green tea is a powerful option because it contains epallocatechin gallate, a compound widely studied for immune support. A warm cup of tea with ginger and turmeric in the evening can sometimes make a clearer difference than a familiar relaxing drink, because instead of adding metabolic burden, you are giving the body conditions to repair itself correctly overnight. In the end, the most important thing is not finding one magical food, but understanding that immunity is built from many small repeated choices every day. Every time you reduce sugar, cut back on processed food, replace refined starches with whole foods, or choose water and tea over inflammatory drinks, your body receives less burden and more opportunity to recover. But nutrition is only half the picture. The other half is sleep. During deep sleep, the body enters its strongest repair phase. White blood cells are reorganized, inflammatory responses are adjusted, and new immune cells are produced for the next day. Just a few nights of poor sleep can already weaken defense noticeably, making you easier to exhaust, easier to infect, and slower to recover. That is why a good meal becomes far more powerful when paired with 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night. If there is one habit you feel you need to change today, share it in the comments so others can learn too. And if this content was helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe so we can continue building stronger health together through small choices that create a very big difference every day.